So in the last video, I told you guys we had picked up some irrigated ground that I was really very excited about. And today we're gonna head out there and I'm gonna show it to you. Now, we've already been out here working. This ground has not been watered or mowed at all this year, and it's currently August of 2018. We are, if we had not been interrupted, we would be wrapping up all of our dryland hayfields right now, but we dropped all of them. All of that came to a stop as soon as we picked up this irrigated place, because we can get in here, cut everything that is currently on it, and then turn on the irrigation water and hopefully get a second cutting off of this year. Now, this field is split into two parts. The irrigation ditch runs right down the middle of it, and one side is actually pretty clean, pretty decent, and we're going to be putting it into small squares for the horses. I've actually got the small square baler on behind the pickup right now, and we're taking it out here to start that process. The other side's not so good. Actually, the other side's pretty bad, to just be honest about it. Part of it is okay, part of it's decent cow hay, but there is just a giant freaking thistle patch right in the middle of it that we actually just bush hogged that. So then we're gonna come in here before too terribly long and spray it with some herbicide and knock out that thistle and get rid of it so that we can bring in some fertilizer and some seed and get it, you know, have a nice hay field out here.
What I'm talking about,
That's our problem, our spring right there.
yep, and that's one of my pet peeves. I was specifically told that this was field ready.
There's no such thing. Nobody sells a used baler that is ready to go to work. It doesn't happen.
Hold that.
Yeah. Thank you, Lance. And then that just stretches. Oh, this will be where I mess my hand up. Just like that.
But I wanted to do that sickle before you got here.
I appreciate that. One of us push in and one of us put the bolt in. And this may need a pry bar.
More.
I'm gonna need a pry bar or something. Right there, let's try that. That's all I got. I'm hitting the side of the baler up here. Your way. Okay, damn it.
It slid again, didn't it?
Yeah. Can we get a screwdriver through it from the bottom?
Lance, go get a screwdriver.
What about a jack? You got like any kind of bottle jack or short jack?
Lance, where's that bottle jack?
What we need is one of those stupid little spare tire jacks.
That
would
would
work.
work.
The ones.
Yeah. What if we pull the one out of the pickup?
These stupid little spare tire jacks actually are good for something.
I never thought in a million years.
I'll take it though.
There's a will, there's a way.
There's no way we could have got those springs back in those little clips.
I think you need to go more though.
I need to go back. I need this. The hook needs to move your direction.
You want to tap it from your way? Would that be easier?
Yes. Just watch if this whole thing doesn't fly out. I'll take it. Come on, baby. Ta-da!
I'm not even sure. It's already, you don't even, just the weight of this is causing it to pull out. See that?
Yeah. A little more?
No, too much.
Okay, I can back it off.
I put that crescent in here if we realize that this is off, like it, okay, go ahead and put it in park. There's another one I missed. Okay, get that one. Hey, go ahead and go to 3 and 4. Go. Why did it do that? Everything looks the same from side to side.
Yeah.
Let's...
Having irrigation is a huge, huge thing for us, but make no mistake, it is not a silver bullet in hay production. Now, you're not guaranteed a certain volume of water, you're not guaranteed a certain number of gallons, because the irrigation district has to pump it from whatever water source, be it a reservoir or large river or wherever it may be, that they pump it into the county irrigation system from. But because it does have to be pumped out of that source, wherever that source may be, it's not free. You have to pay for that water if you're going to use it. And the water bill is not insignificant. It is a few $1,000s. So while having irrigation is great and it gives you a lot more opportunity, it also brings in a little more cost because, you know, in order to take advantage of that, we have to spend a few $1,000s. The other thing that can cost more money now, and it's something, it's really good. I'm really excited about it. Yes, it costs more money, but that money has a return. That money will produce more than is spent because we can come in and on dry land ground, it is very, very risky to put down a lot of fertilizer or a lot of seed or anything like that. Because if it doesn't rain, you're just going to lose the money you spent on that product and you're going to lose the time and fuel you spent applying it. And with irrigation, yes, it does cost money to fertilize and seed and buy the water, but we can do all those things and have some degree of confidence that, you know, even if it doesn't rain, we can turn the irrigation system on and still get a return on this, and the return we're going to get on this is going to be far, far more than what we spent on inputs, hopefully.
Look at your opening here. Look
Yeah.
at your opening there.
That's a little different. You know, if we could bring it around out of there and turn it.
That's a solid pin. I don't know how you'd change that.
I don't either.
See, we're there, but it's...
Take it off and put it back on 180 degrees out. You've got two different tabs that you can start on that gear. That is correct.
Oh, whoa. Well, that'd be
Good eyes.
Yeah, we're wearing sunglasses.
Right at the worm gear right there. Oh,
Boy, I sucked it down. It's,
yeah, it's on there. Broke it the rest of the way.
Yep, go turn off the tractor. We're done.
If one side's broke.
Oh yeah, it's been broke a while.
Yeah, it's been broke for a while.
I don't know if it's me, but it looks like
The other side.
like a portion of it broke, that darker side. And
Yeah, that'll fit.
Man, that really
Field ready.
Well, and I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he really didn't know.
Could be. If they really haven't used it in a couple of years. Well, that was a brief look at our new ground. I didn't get to show you around as much as I wanted to because we ran into some problems with our square baler. We've put about 150 to 200 bales through that machine this year before today, and we had some problems with the bales coming out sort of banana shaped. Well, we thought we had that fixed, and you guys saw us replace that spring this morning, but we're still having a problem. Like you saw, the one little gear there, that little worm gear was cracked, and we think that allowed the timing to be off just enough that it wasn't tying correctly. So we were working on it, and actually, you know, since that gear broke when we were putting it back together, we're done for the day, at least over there. We managed to bale somewhere around 35 bales with this thing, not counting the ones that broke in the field or didn't tie properly, and we loaded them up on the back of the Ram here. We're headed over to Brandon's, where we've been talking about well, I'll just have to show you. If you guys are familiar with the bale barons or the bale bandits, the bundling systems, the bale bundling systems, we have been talking about finding a way to bundle these bales together manually, just using like some banding and a crimper. And then maybe for the bales we're thinking about selling to the public, actually plastic wrapping them and, you know, having a nice, semi-reasonably weather-tight package of bales. You know, if we can get like 21 bales into a, boy, that may be a lot. Anyway, get a bunch of bales into a square, band them all together, wrap them in plastic, band all the plastic together. That's kind of what we're thinking about, and that's why we wanted to run just a few bales through that thing today so we would have a few to work on this idea with. But we're heading over there now and we're going to unload this stuff.
And I'm not too sure. Should we have run one?
My concern, rather, is when we go to pick them up, the van's cutting into a place. Good girl. The van's cutting into the bales. I guess we're going to see whether or not this is really going to work. This is attempt number 1. We literally just learned how to use this little plastic bander thing. Oh yeah, that's not going to work. Forks go right between the bales, so they're not really grabbing anything. It's in that crack, so
They're
it's trying to grab.
in the crack and
Yeah.
snapping back up.
So let me stab a bale.
Yeah, give that a shot. Well,
Oh, we gotta get that in.
we're not. We're gonna undo it.
Oh, we could push it over.
If we're playing Jenga, I think you win.
Just do it with the stacker, and then put like 50 of them on the trailer and take them down, move them ourselves.
I'm just trying to think, is there a way you could dig a pit to back a trailer into and back that stacker onto it?
Yes, you could.
Because I get stuck because that stacker doesn't have any way to load a trailer. And if you could at least eliminate the trailer loading part of it, that's half the work.
Problem is, if he's 7 high,
Well, that's not.
oh, you sack of shit!
Oh.
Well, at least it's out of the weather, I guess. I'm actually afraid to throw them. Find somebody to bring them.
I gotta get those phone out of there.
Oh,
It's all salt block. I gotta go buy some salt blocks.
notice. I like your fuzzy friend.
My what?
Your fuzzy caterpillar.
You would not believe how much better that makes the sound on this thing. It looks super stupid, but I mean, let's be honest, everything I do with the camera looks pretty stupid. So, yeah.
Okay, see this?
Yeah.